And hello, everybody. What is going on tonight? Man, ain't nobody here. I knew I shouldn't have forgot to put out that announcement video tonight. Man, ain't nobody here. Not a soul. That's kind of scary. That is kind of scary. Well, I'm just going to sit around here for a minute and see if I start getting some folks popping in, and it's going to take a little bit for everybody to get notifications since I didn't put out a video reminding everybody. But you would think everybody knows to be here at this time of night for the show normally. Oh well, I guess what it is, right, Lloyd? What do you think?
Oh, well, from what I can tell, you're not live yet.
It's showing live.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah. Let me
Did
see
you
here.
start?
It's live. I was watching it on my phone outside.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, it just hadn't popped up on mine yet, so.
No,
I wonder why.
and yours doesn't either. Yours doesn't pop up right away either.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's kind of interesting.
Yeah. Which makes me wonder why, if that's where everybody's at.
Yeah. They're not getting the notification.
Yeah, and it's not showing us live.
I mean, on my own
Right.
account, it was showing live. You know, I was watching it on my phone.
Yeah, right. And it may on yeah, because I mean that is weird. It's still not come up for me.
Really?
Yeah. And usually it comes up by now. Yeah, I'm not 400 AGL. Yeah, I should have got it by now. So, now, are you using the new version of the launching thing?
Nope. Nope, I'm using the old one.
Okay. I wonder what the... Let me do something here. Let's not mess with that. Let's go here. Let me... Because I know Art was... There we go.
Yeah, according to this, I've been broadcasting 8 minutes, 40 seconds.
Art just texted me. He says, "Hey, where's Mel?"
Yeah, Tammy said she doesn't see me as live either. But it was showing live on my YouTube.
On your account, is it set? Do you have it set at private again?
Oh, son
You've
of
been
a...
testing?
You know what? That's why. Unlisted. Public. Son of a gun.
Because you did that last week, didn't you?
I sure did.
Yeah. You've been testing, and it just struck me there it is. Now it's popped up. All right.
Oh,
okay.
man.
Whew. Well, it is what it is, man.
Oh
You know,
my goodness
stuff
gracious.
happens.
Hello,
Yeah,
Bob
stuff
Casey.
happens.
Oh, I forgot to switch my YouTube control from private to public.
Yeah, yeah. It happens.
Hello?
Thank God it happens to you more than it
Are
does
you having
me.
your show tonight?
Yeah, I'm live.
Oh, I don't, because I don't see it. I'm
Well,
putting it on
you will. Go look again. I'm live.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Is that your brother?
Yeah, he was there. You having your show?
Yeah, yeah. Well, Art, that's why I was fixing to. I was fixing to text Art and see if he had seen you because I couldn't find you, and
Yeah, well,
part of the reason nobody got the notification is because one, Mel never sent out an announcement, and two, he had it as unlisted. Again.
yeah. Yeah. Ray Kelly. Hello there.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Here you guys are. Yeah. Well, I'm glad I thought of that because I knew it was about to drive you nuts.
Me too.
And
I was starting to
thinking-
wonder, like, what in the
and
world
all of
did
a
I
sudden
do
thought,
wrong?
Wait a minute.
Oh,
did that
there's.
last week, I
Watch
think.
this. Hello, Mitch.
Hey, you going on tonight, Mel?
Yeah, I'm on, and you're live on the air on the speakerphone.
Well, I can't find you anywhere.
Well, yeah, just refresh and look again. I'm there.
Really? Oh, there you are. Oh, okay. Did you just start?
No, I started I started at 1 minute till the hour with my 5-minute countdown timer, and then it took me 9 minutes after that to figure out that I had it set to private instead of public.
That's what it is. Because I know I'm sitting here getting ready for my deal, and Jody is in my chat room going, "Where the hell is Mel?"
Yeah, well, Mel was live. He just wasn't going live to anybody that could see it.
Okay, and then we said, well, maybe we got the time zones mixed up. I said I could have sworn Mel was supposed to be 6 p.m. Central.
No, yep,
So
that's
maybe
right.
I
6,
better
yeah.
Call Mel and see what's going
Yep.
on.
Yeah,
All right, buddy.
you're the second call. I may get more.
Well, I'm going to watch your show right now then.
Okay. We'll see you in chat.
Okay.
Bye. That was Mitch, old guy in a drone, everybody. He's coming in. Hello, Art. Ray Kelly, AGL, means above ground level. In the drone world, 400 feet above ground level, AGL is the maximum limit that anybody can fly.
Yep.
Commercial licensed pilots like myself can fly above 400 feet under certain circumstances. But the hobby pilot, it's illegal for a hobby pilot, non-107 certified, to fly above 400 feet for any reason whatsoever. And to tell you the truth, I don't fly above 400 feet hardly ever. Very, very, very rarely, unless I'm doing something
Mitch,
special.
Ray, and Bob.
What's that?
And
What?
Oklahoma drone. Oh, they're all saying hi to me, so I'm saying hi back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because, yeah. So
So
for
hello,
anybody that
everybody.
didn't know, we went live on time. We started it,
Okay, it's time to we just don't need to discuss that, Lloyd. I got you muted. Now I hit that minus sign. Tonight's topic is live streaming, everybody.
exactly.
And I started out with
important.
with an electronic fart right off the bat and didn't even push a button, which was the problem. I needed to push a button.
Why is it everybody says my mic needs to go up when I'm on your show?
I don't know.
That's as high as it's going to go.
I hear you just fine.
It's probably because, but you know, you've got a deeper, more resonant voice, and you know, after I've done one show today, my voice starts going, so it gets softer and softer as the night goes down. So,
Well, that might be.
and that's probably what part of it is. You know,
That might be. That might be. Yeah, so anyway, tonight's topic is live streaming. Rule number 1. When you're ready to start your stream, you know how you can set your videos to private, public, or unlisted,
unlisted.
right?
Yeah.
When you've been testing and you've got your system set to unlisted in YouTube, make sure you change that back to public when you go live. That's kind of important. Otherwise, you can be live for 7 or 8 minutes before somebody reminds you, hey, you were testing, did you do this? And sure enough, you got to be set to public when you start your stream. That's rule number 1.
Yeah. Rule number 2 is the most important one, even above that. Any change you make to your set, like our setup here, any change you make to the software side of it, you must always hit save.
Yep. You always got to save it.
You and I have both done that on a number of occasions.
And we've saved blanks when we thought we were saving our set, and wiped everything out because you save it as that file name, and if you save a blank under that file name, everything you had's gone.
That's the third rule. Always have a backup.
Yep. Third rule is back it up.
Backing him up.
Back it up, big boy. Beep, beep, beep. Anyway, we got Bob Casey, Ray Kelly, Rick Halber, Jody, Drone Shots, Art, Backwoods Droner, my little brother and daddy. They're all here. Mitch is here. By the way, speaking of Mitch, do we have to speak of Mitch? He's here.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
He's a good guy.
He has a show right after this one, folks. He's starting a new show this weekend.
Yeah.
Old Professor FPV, old guy.
Professor FPV.
No,
Old guy on the drone.
it's old guy FPV something or other. I don't remember what the name of it is. Maybe.
Yeah, you guys kept changing it every 5 minutes, so
I know
he probably doesn't remember what it is either.
No, I think he does. FPV Workshop.
FPV Workshop.
There you go.
There we go.
I knew if I talked about it, he'd put it in chat. But
With Professor Mitch.
that's right. Lon, hello.
And there's Lon Dennard. Hi, Lon. How you doing?
Anyway.
I have so much fun with Lon, especially in other chats.
Well, after you about booted him out of that other one. So.
I've timed him out a time or two.
Yeah.
It's all
Hello,
done
John.
fun.
So, I want to let people know something. I'm working on a video right now, everybody. I'm working on a tutorial. And it's how to live stream from a Wi-Fi camera. Not so much in particular the Osmo Action or the Osmo Pocket, but those are both Wi-Fi cameras, so you can stream with them. The deal is that you're not actually streaming from that device, the camera itself. You're streaming from your mobile device. You're using a broadcast software, and your mobile device has internet service, and the Wi-Fi on your mobile device is connected to your camera. Now, whether that camera be the Osmo Action, the Osmo Pocket, or an Econ Wi-Fi camera or a GoPro Wi-Fi camera, doesn't matter. You're using the Wi-Fi of the device to connect to the camera, and then you use a streaming platform such as Streamlabs or some other streaming platform that works with mobile that you can capture the Wi-Fi image with and broadcast that Wi-Fi image capture. So you're technically not streaming from the camera itself. You're streaming from the device. So just keep that in mind when you see videos that are going to start coming out. So I did a teaser about 2 weeks ago on how to live stream from the Osmo Action or any Wi-Fi camera. Well, now all of a sudden there's videos coming out about live streaming from the Mavic Mini. And that is false. You cannot live stream from the Mavic Mini. You can live stream from your device with Wi-Fi connection to the Mavic Mini camera, capturing that image and then streaming it out from your device. But you're not streaming from the drone. When we stream with the Crystal Sky, we're actually streaming from the Crystal Sky or the smart controller because it has internet capabilities. It has internet connection availability to it. So that's a little bit different when it comes to using a Wi-Fi one. But anyway, I just wanted to put that out there, and I'm doing a full tech tutorial video. I'm about halfway through the edit on it, and as soon as I get it done, I will share that with everyone so that y'all can see exactly how it works and how easy it is and how fun it is.
Yeah. I got a question, and this pertains to what we're talking about. Okay, you and I have that fancy Doomaflitchy that Rick Smith sent to us with the for the Osmo Pocket. You know, where you can use our cell phone and plug. Now, if I have my cell phone plugged into my Osmo Pocket, then can I stream using that as the camera? In other words, stream
if you
from
have
my
it
cell
plugged,
phone and
if you
using
have
that
it plugged direct in,
right? Yeah,
I believe so. If you can, well, you have to be able to run the streaming software at the same time that you're running the Mimo app.
Okay.
And if that's the case, then yes.
I'll have to try that out to add to your
Yeah.
to your list of things,
That's
or you can try it out.
That's
you know.
part of my plan. That's part of my plan.
Here we go. Now, this is the pond that was outside of the area where Spin Up was at. Is that correct? Where
That's right. It was
video that
behind
we're
the.
watching? Yeah.
It was behind the Boy Scout Center
Boy
building.
Scouts headquarters.
Yeah.
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 Well, Ray Kelly was asking, and I was trying to tell him.
I typed it
that was
in
for
chat, but that's more detail. That's more detail of where it was.
Oh.
This
What
one
I
had
wrote,
turtles
what you
in it.
wrote.
Huh?
Yeah.
I told him it was a pond in Austin, Texas. Just for
Oh, and I went into detail.
just to give him a short answer so that he didn't think I was
I
ignoring
almost
him.
told him it was Houston because I couldn't remember whether it was Austin or Houston. You know, anything south of the Red River, I don't remember. You know, it's an unimportant place to me. You know,
Oh,
anything
you
south of
just-
the Red River doesn't count.
You just hurt a bunch of people's feelings.
Chris Hope's gonna.
Chris Hope's going to
Chris
stomp
Hope
a
is
Texas
driving,
mud
and
hole
he-
in your and he's in the chat too. He's still
I know,
driving.
That's why I said that. Yeah, he's going to pull over and call me.
He's
and
getting
say
further
all
and
sorts of
further
nasty
away.
stuff.
Oh, he's got Wi-Fi Bluetooth thingy in his pickup truck, so he don't have to stop to call you. He does have to probably
that's
log
true.
off the YouTube thing, but
Yeah, I expect I'll get a nasty gram from him pretty soon.
he's listening while he's driving, and don't be typing and driving, Chris. Just be
We
careful.
always, here in Oklahoma, we always think south of Red River is the poor side of the river.
Oh. Lloyd, they're going to be asking me to mute your mic here pretty soon. You keep this up.
No.
Man, you are
I'll mute my own
being
mic.
you are being brutal tonight. What'd you do? Mute yourself? You put yourself in
Before I got
timeout?
into too much. Yeah. It's been one of them. It's been a weird week for me.
Jaybird has a question. Will I be put in timeout like on Bill's channel for nothing? Nobody in my chats will ever be put in timeout for nothing. So if you're getting put in timeout, be guaranteed that you've done something to get timed out for. I promise you.
Yeah, ask Lon.
Yeah.
Lon gets put out in timeout all the time. So, and not by just me, by the way.
And actually, I don't think any of my moderators very rarely have had to time anybody out. I don't think that's really ever happened much on my streams.
We had that one.
We had one evening where we had some trolls come in.
Trolls,
and I was pretty quick.
Here, Jaybird.
I was pretty quick on banning that guy and everything. Everybody, in fact, a lot of people commented in chat, "Damn, Mel, you were like on that."
Oh yeah.
No, Jaybird, you won't be. Though this is not a political channel, I don't talk politics. But no, you won't be put out for being a Trump supporter.
Yeah. Not
Sonari came in.
Or in my channel, either.
Yeah, or in Lloyd's channel.
Yeah.
Sonari came in and read a thing to me a little bit ago that I was going to have her read on my channel. Let me see if I can get her to come and do that. Whoops, that was what I wanted right there. I don't know if she's listening. I'm going to send her a text. But it was
just a bunch of old guys here.
It was just
yeah,
funny.
You're right.
It was just funny. It was beyond funny. And there's Jim Boyd. Hello, Jim. And
yeah,
Jaybird probably
he's my presidential.
Your presidential running mate. I do have.
Yeah, or he's my vice president.
I do have Nightbot set up, and Nightbot's looking for some very particular things, and if that combination happens, Nightbot will give you a warning, and then it will time you out if you continue. But other than that, we pretty much take it pretty easy on most people.
Well, most everybody that follows us are pretty like-minded. You know, Jaybird, just for example, Artco put up their Art's Place. I co-host with him on it's a political talk show on Sundays, and I co-host with him, and conservative political talk. So, and we had a very interesting guest today, and just blew me away. I was just.
Hey, I was sorry I missed it.
It was just. Yeah. I did demote Mel though. I accidentally called him 300 AGL. I didn't have my glasses on. I couldn't see between the 3 and the 4, and okay, what else were we going to talk about in relation to live streaming? Because I knew you had a couple of things.
Well, being able to keep track of everything. Ken Herron gets 450 people or 350, 500 on his live streams because he has 115,000 subscribers. So, he gets a percentage
and Brent Nunley's in here
of 100,000 subscribers. So that's how he gets that many. And plus, Ken's just funny, so a lot of people like listening to him. And Brent has come in and showed up. Curtis, hello.
Yep.
What's going on? We're talking about
Curtis.
how to do live streaming stuff.
Now, that's a man who knows about... He's done some really great imagery,
Oh, yeah.
He
does some really cool graphics.
His video skills are unlimited.
Well, I wouldn't say unlimited, but
They're above mine.
they're
They're well above mine.
they're not very limited, that's for sure. Yeah, I think he'd be more modest and say, "Oh, come on, my skills are limited," because I know how he talks, I know how he acts. But see, he just said it. They're limited, but no.
Yeah.
Curtis is extremely talented, and if you've ever looked at his channel and looked at his artwork and stuff, it's phenomenal. It really is.
I got to go real quick. All right.
All right. So anyway. The easy? Yeah, I don't know about that. Limited by technology. Actually, Curtis isn't limited by technology. I don't know what it is that limits Curtis. With me, it's creativeness. I don't have the vision, but Curtis has got the vision and he's got the technology, so that kind of helps. You got to be creative and you got to have the tools and you got to know how to use the tools, and that's really important. And speaking of somebody that knew how to use tools, this guy right here, that's Chris Hope. He knows how to use tools. He knows how to make things. He's got some talent that would be, I would consider, unlimited because it's above mine. But Curtis, that's how you learn, man. You learn by your mistakes, right? And Chris, what are you doing typing in chat? You're supposed to be driving. Shame on you. But what happened to my beard? Art. Somebody finally noticed. Yeah, look. I cut it all off. Trimmed it up, cleaned it up. Calendar boy, that's right, Mr. February. So everybody's saying hello and visiting in chat. So anyway, talking about live streaming, especially with YouTube, yeah, that is clean shaven for me, Steve. Thanks, guys. It doesn't really matter what you do as long as you do it well. And tonight I didn't do too well. Tonight I forgot to flip my channel from private to public, so when I went live at 7 o'clock, nobody knew it. Nobody got notified till probably 12 or 13 minutes after 7, because it was about 10 or 11 after the hour when I finally switched it to public. So, yeah, you just gotta... No. I don't know about that, Jim. I don't know. I could do that and let it grow down here and twist it and curl it and do all kinds of stuff, but I'm not into all that. Really important that you make sure your settings are set right, that your resolution is set the way you want it, that you're set for public and not private or unlisted, and that you've got all your settings in your broadcasting platform set and ready to go, and your audio and everything. There's a lot to it. And you guys, most of y'all know I use vMix to broadcast with, and I think I've got a screen share somewhere of my main screen here. Yep, right there. Is that it? That's it. I'm going to put this out so that you guys can see everything. Now this is a screen share of my vMix. So in the left-hand side is the preview screen, and when I switched to this new scene, it put my main camera view in the preview side so that the display side could be the live side here. So that's YouTube chat. And I can move that down here and get it out of the way a little bit. I can make this go full screen so that you can see it better. And this is the live window here on the right. Down here is all of my inputs for this live stream. All of this stuff in the bottom down here is what makes this whole live stream come together. And when I want to change an input, like if I want to talk about my P.O. box, where to send things, if somebody wants to send something to me at 400 AGL, I bring the P.O. box input to the preview screen, and then when I'm ready to switch to that, I can click fade and send that over there. And then when I'm all done talking about the P.O. box number being box 12, Holiday, Tennessee 38341, then I can come back to the main screen with Lloyd and my camera and audio and everything and bring that back in. So that's kind of a little quick round the world tour of everything that I've got going on in vMix. And hopefully that wasn't too much to overload the YouTube servers, because I got a yellow light on the server now. So hopefully we're still live.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And,
yeah. Well, still looks live. Yeah.
So
and
Lloyd uses the same program. He uses vMix, and
right,
we connect to each other via the vMix protocol connection, and that way we don't have any interruption between the two of us. And he even uses a little more stuff. Like I've got this thing where I push this button and I send my cannons off when I get a super chat, or if I want to announce my social media stuff, my YouTube and Facebook and Twitter and all that, and remind you to subscribe and ring the bell, I can hit that button. And so Lloyd's got a squirrel, he's got burning things up, he's got ring of fire, he's got all kinds of stuff.
I got the squirrel because I forget. And I have these suddenly, squirrel moments, so, but yeah, I do use here's my setup. I'll bring it up, and of course it's going to be lost in space over here on this side, but this is, I have mine divided up a little differently, but this is my main output, or what I call final out, and these are the main windows that I use. I also use a Stream Deck XL, which is a 32-button Stream Deck, which is what I use to do my scene changes, like that there, and I can, then what I'll do is I'll bring, where am I at? There we go. Oh, there it is. Okay, yeah. And
thank you, Art.
But yeah, that's how I do my setup. It's very similar to his. I've added some features, and I've simplified my setup from what it was, because I've also got one other thing. Let's see if I can find it. There it is. There it is. This is what they call the new SRT, and this is my cell phone, and it's really crap video right at the moment, but this is,
and I think that's because of the SRT.
Yeah, well, because I'm shooting at 30 frames per second.
It should do better than that. There it is.
Yeah.
But it's still
SRT
real choppy
not
when
the
you
best,
move it.
But this is my setup. And there is a delay. I've got two monitors. This right here, which you'll see, this is my sound effects button. And I use this is my mixing board. That's where
I can turn this on and sound like that.
and yes, that is an R2D2. And this takes a little bit for that thing to catch up and,
Boy,
and stabilize. Yeah. I don't know why it's doing that today. That's my Stream Deck. That's all the buttons that I push. Now, this is just Mel's set. I can go up, and if I was on my set, I've got that many buttons I use on my set. But for Mel's, I just have a limited number. I have a different setup for, I'm going to get off this real quick. There we go. I have a different setup for Art Show and for Osmo Drone Show. And, yeah, there we go. Oops. One of the problems we have, and I haven't figured a workaround yet, is when we switch certain scenes, we lose the audio. I lose the audio. So what I've done is set, a button in the XL Stream Deck to turn the audio on or off so I can hear what Mel's saying. And he has to do that to me sometimes too, when we switch certain scenes.
And it's only when we take the guest camera out of the live shot, then we have to add their audio back in.
Right, yeah. And what I do is on mine, I have over on the preview window, I actually watch Mel and I together, and I see what's going out on the internet, and that way I can watch, what Mel's going to do, get an idea where he's going with it, and I can also see, hey, it's glitching here. And we've had that problem in the past. I don't know. Maybe they did fix my internet, Mel. I'm scared to.
Well, I haven't changed your input.
Talk too loudly.
I haven't changed your.
Must have been my internet. They finally fixed it.
I'm thinking that's what it had to be, because I have not changed a thing on my end, because it was working good before that. It just started acting up that 1 week. About 3 weeks ago or something.
Yeah, and it did it twice. Did it? You coming into my show and me going into you started out on Sunday, and then it happened again on Monday.
And then you had problems on Monday with your show, yeah.
Yeah, right.
How come Greg don't call Mel? Because Greg doesn't like Mel.
Yeah, it could be.
And I would make
I don't
Greg.
know. I'd never thought about
See,
that.
you let Greg call in on Skype now. I would force Greg to call in on Google Chrome and dial into vmixcall.com.
Well, you got more. I have to let him come in on Skype because I don't have the inputs that you do.
Well, I guess that's true, but
I don't have any choice.
Yeah, that's funny. So,
yeah.
Hey everybody,
Greg
I got some other stuff.
Osmo Drone, Lawn Dendard.
Yeah, Osmo Drone.
And that's another, Osmo Drone's another good channel to watch. He's a techno geek. No, he's a programmer. And he can go into...
No, he's a techno geek.
Yeah, he's a techno geek. Oh my God, he showed me one day his setup for movies at his house. He's got a friggin' theater in his living room. He has this big drop down. He's got this bay window that he looks out across that nice ocean area out there past there. And then when he wants to watch movies, the lights dim. The movie screen comes down.
Probably all automated too, isn't it?
Assistant. It's, on one friggin' remote.
Why doesn't that surprise me?
And he's got all of his movies backed up on a NAS, which is a network access server, I think is what it's called.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And, he's got it all backed up, and it just sits back. Who's that? Yeah, Greg. Greg at Osmo Drone.
Right.
Does all that stuff. And he can sit there and he does command prompt scripts. I just like go. Even when I was doing it back Yeah, Oz by drone. And network attached server. Thank you, Steve. I always forget that. He's been after me for, Greg's been after me for 2 months to get one because either the cloud's going down or my Blu-ray player doesn't work. And as you can tell, Judy, when she needs something, that was her she was actually walked to the door of my office.
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
Wow.
She'd been trying to get hold of me, and I had the volume turned down on her monitor because of the TV she was watching. I didn't want it to trigger.
Right.
And she tried to use Alexa, and it didn't work because she apparently unplugged it, or one of the dogs unplugged it, so it wouldn't work.
Oh,
and
no.
She couldn't find her lighter.
What's the resolution?
You know how that would be, Mel.
Here's a test, Lloyd. What's the resolution? Blank by 1080.
Oh, God. 12,
Come on now. Come on.
It's 12. Is it 1240 or 1220? Or 1260? It's 1240 by 1080, I think. It's 1920. Okay. All right. That's right, it is. 1920 by 1080.
That's exactly
I don't pay
right.
attention to that.
How did you not?
Yeah.
Lloyd, you're slipping, buddy.
I should have known.
You should have known.
You know?
Yeah.
I should have.
You
I
should
do
have
know-
known.
I do know that 4K, they reverse the numbers. You know, they started, whereas 1080, they use 1920 is the big number and 1080 is the smaller number, okay? But on 4K, it's 4200 or 40, 4100 by, I don't know, 1920, okay? Well, they use the 4200 as the 4K. In other words, they take the big number first. So technically, it's really only 2K. And
Right.
2K is only like, 1.8K, or, it's like 2200 by 1900 or something like that, or 12. I don't know.
Right.
But that's just a gimmick to sell those 4K televisions, because they're not 4K.
They're not. Imagine
No.
that.
Yeah.
That. Done. Make smaller. Yeah, it's just.
Mitch says I'm making his brain hurt.
Who said that?
Mitch.
Oh,
Throwing all those numbers out.
yeah.
And all of them were probably wrong.
Oh, well, Mitch, the good thing is
Lon says he has an 8K TV. Okay. Cool. What's the
Okay.
actual resolution numbers on it?
and why have an 8K TV? There ain't nothing out there 8K. Jim was at CES with Jim was checking them out but the trouble is there's nothing out there that's made 8K yet, right?
7680 by 4320. Okay, there again, it's actually only a 4K TV if you go by the old standards. Yes, and it does upsample. Yeah. I happen to have a 3D TV.
I do too.
And actually, when I went to buy my new Blu-ray, when I went to buy, the chicken did, Curtis. Anyways, when I went to buy my Blu-ray, I'm not buying I never watched 3D. I've got the passive kind. You just put the glasses like you do in the movie theaters, right? So I thought, I'm not spending the extra money. Well, they happen to have an open box, and I could get it with a 3D Blu-ray that I could get cheaper than I could get a plain simple Blu-ray, and literally the box was just opened. I mean, that's all that was wrong with it. Nothing had been taken out. Somebody just ripped it open to look at something, and they had to sell it.
I have a 3D TV that you don't need anything 3D to make it work. I can watch Fox News in 3D. I can watch the Weather Channel in 3D. I can watch anything I want. Any DVD input, any Blu-ray
just push
input.
the 3D button.
Just make it 3D.
Yeah. Yeah,
You don't need a 3D Blu-ray player and a 3D DVD player, and
Well, that's why they quit.
they don't even sell 3D
that's
movies
why they quit
anymore.
selling them.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, because what's the point of doing the extra when people can just, they want to watch it in 3D, they can push the button.
Push the button. That's
I gotta
exactly
admit,
right.
Avatar in 3D
That's amazing.
is smoking.
It's
Yes.
amazing. Absolute. I've watched it half a dozen times in 3D. It's amazing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, speaking of watching things, I'm going to do what's called a cube zoom with my fancy little buttons and controls here, and I'm going to put my email up on the screen, 400agl.net@gmail.com. Now, why would you guys want my email? So that you can send me a link to your favorite videos on your channel. I want to build up some channel subscriber video plays and showcase some of the subscriber videos. So that's why you would want my email address. And yes, Steve, I know the 8K red camera, but not every Tom, Dick, and Harry in America's got an 8K red camera to watch on an 8K red TV. It's just a bunch of hooey.
Wait a minute. In his defense, not just the 8K cameras, do we not have a new drone coming out with an 8K camera on it?
Yeah, but
Anafi?
without
Whenever
8K, you
they
can't
get it.
see it. And because of
That's
the
why you get an 8K
coronavirus, you're
TV.
never going to get it anyway.
That's besides the point. They're selling. They kind of got the cart before the horse, but you get the TV, and that justifies. See, if you tell your wife, say, if you're married,
Now, see, see, none of that applies.
you gotta.
None of that
I
applies.
know to you,
Yeah, exactly.
but to the
I don't
rest
need
of us,
permission.
Yeah, well, some of us do.
Oh, my goodness. Your flood video is blowing up. 3K in 24 hours. Oh, my goodness. That's funny, Curtis. He's got some flood video, apparently.
Yeah, I had
but-
flood video too, but it didn't do any good. I didn't get that kind of views. I did pick
Yeah.
up some subscribers though. Of course,
What's all that noise?
never mind. That's my keyboard, me beating on it because the damn thing isn't working.
No, I'm
all of a
hearing
sudden.
squeaky. Squeaky
Oh no,
noise.
you're hearing. Yeah, you're probably hearing my wife.
Oh, okay.
TV blaring through the.
Yeah, the Autel Evo 2 8K.
There we go. I knew it was. I
Per-
thought it was Autel.
Yeah, it's the Autel Evo 2. And the purpose of it is to beat DJI at something, finally. But they're not going to beat DJI because they can't get it out to the people.
Neither can DJI.
Well, right now, nobody
Right
can get it
now,
out.
They
but
should. Nobody can get it out because DJI
Yeah.
was the first one to shut down their headquarters.
yeah.
So
So
they shut down first, and all the rest of them followed suit. So
the benefit of 8K, and this is really, when it really comes
new
down to it.
Samsung phones,
Huh?
8K. New Samsung phones being released Tuesday with 8K.
Okay. Okay. Again, so what? Most people can't see 8K. There's one, and in my opinion, now this is my opinion, y'all, so don't get your panties in a knot. There's only one reason to shoot video in 8K. And that is so that you can blow something up and make it 4K or 2K and still have a really good image and be able to zoom in on stuff.
Yeah, for
Cropping, right there. That's what Steve said. That is the absolutely only reason for 8K. Other than that, you're wasting time shooting in it. Because unless you've got, no, there's no well about it, Lloyd. I'm sorry. Unless you've got a monster computer, you can't even freaking edit 8K video. Unless you've got monster storage, you can't even store 8K video. Okay? So it's...
That is true.
It's unless you've got the equipment to deal with it, 8K is ridiculous. I mean, my machine that I built last December is a really good computer, okay? Really good. But I don't think I'd want to try to run 8K through it. I run 4K through it, no problem. I think it would it would struggle with 8K.
Yeah. Oh, I don't disagree with you on any of that, but you know, the guys that are going to be shooting in 8K all the time and doing that kind of work, they're going to have the machines. They're going to have one of those Threadripper machines. You know,
Threadripper's going to be a kid's toy compared to what you're going to need to really handle 8K. That's what Curtis just said.
I mean,
Curtis is running dual graphics card, and 8K runs slow on his setup. Okay? I'm not even running dual graphics cards. And so that's what I mean. 8K is, it's 8 meg SD card.
Well, there again.
Do you mean, oh.
Yeah, it's
yeah, Steve, it will for about 3.5 seconds. But you see what I mean, though? Everybody gets excited about 8K, and it's like, it's false excitement. It's cart before the horse. It's pre-ejaculation. It's I don't know what you want to call it. But
I think eventually it may become the standard. But I mean, I think about my first desktop computer, big one I got. Man, it was smoking hot at 900 megahertz processing speed. You know, with a single core. You know, and then. It was a month later, they broke the 1 gig.
Yeah.
You know, processing speed.
And how many years ago was that?
Oh, my God.
How many years did it take?
20 some odd years ago.
And now we're running 8K or 8 core processors.
Yeah.
You know?
Well,
and we're overclocking them.
And 24. Well, they've already got 24 core processors out there now, and up to 32. I mean, they're out there. They're just not affordable yet. But I could have never have imagined 20 years ago that my machine, and you and I have basically the same
basically
chipset.
The same setup, yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's the Ryzen 7.
Very similar.
The Ryzen 9 is even faster. It's a 12-core processor. You know, with which makes it 24 thread. You know, we're talking. You know, now they've got 16 core processors and 24 core.
Yep.
In 10 years, those will be good. And if you've got the 8K and you've learned how to manipulate it and use it, eventually, you know, it's going to be the thing. It'll be just
what
as
did you say, Carlos? What are you
10 years
retracting
from now.
your messages for?
Let's see.
Yeah.
It'll be just as passe as my 900 megahertz HP single core processor is.
Yeah, but
Eventually,
you know,
but I'll be too old to give a damn. So
for 8K to be the norm, like, you know, say 1080 would be the norm now, for example, or 4K would be the norm now.
4K's becoming the norm now.
Well, but it's really not the norm, because YouTube doesn't even, it downsizes it. You can pump 4K all you want to YouTube, and it does you no good. But it's like, for your own personal use, if you've got a really good high-resolution TV or something, yeah, you can run 4K, no problem. But 1080 is really about the norm for mass production, you know, stuff like that. HD, as long as you're in high definition, you're doing really good. And So for all the stuff that's basically the norm for now, anywhere from 1080 to 2.7 to 4K, all of that in that range, for 8K to be what, let's say 1080 is now, everybody's computer monitor can see the difference between 1080 and 720. Okay? Everybody's TV pretty much nowadays can see the difference between 1080 and 720.
Yeah.
When 8K becomes so passé that everybody's TV will be able to see the difference between 4K and 8K, 8K is going to be old technology, and they'll be running 100K. And we'll be talking about, well, why would you bother getting 100K? Blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean?
Well,
I mean, the conversation's going to be the same. The numbers are going to change. That's going to be the only difference.
And it's 64 core for low price of $4,000. Yeah. AMD is running those high core processors now. Intel's actually lagging behind. What's funny is Intel is now cheaper than AMD.
That's because Intel's trying to keep up and trying to compete.
Right.
Yeah.
But for years, it was always everybody went with AMD and
well, everybody went with Intel. I mean, all the computers had Intel inside.
Well,
that little, Right.
But those of us that built our own or that did gaming and stuff, we went with AMD because we could build it cheaper.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Plus, especially gamers. I knew
the cost factor.
The cost factor, because when we were gaming back, this is 20 years ago, 15 years ago, when World of Warcraft first started, for example, we were running AMD, and it's when they went with the 64 that they really lost out because they had an overheating problem. But there again, time changes and we're stuck with, can't stay in the past. But
when we were building our machines then, we weren't up enough and educated enough to use liquid cooling. If we'd have used liquid cooling like the big boy gamers were doing, we would have been in good shape.
Right.
But anyway. Yeah, so that's my argument about 4K or 8K right now. I think it's me personally, I think it's ridiculous. You can't see it. You can't manipulate it. The average person, okay? Not you or me, not Lon, I'm talking about just the average person with a regular computer. They can't see it, they can't manipulate it, they can't even store it. So what's the hype? You see what I mean? That's kind of how I'm going at it.
There again, it's the same hype we've got with everything. I mean, it just is what it is. I mean, there's always going to be a new thing coming around.
Sure. Sure.
I mean, I've got a 1 terabyte hard drive over here that didn't take me long to fill up. And,
I know it. I know it.
I'm like, God, I remember when I had a 286 megabyte hard drive that I couldn't fill up.
Right.
That was for those people that care about Apple before the phone. That was on an Apple IIe.
A fruity computer, huh?
And a fruity computer. The thing was smoking in its time.
Sure.
That Apple IIe was before the Mac even.
Yep.
So, there's Sean Hyde Studios. Hey.
Hello, Sean. Welcome. Thanks for coming in. We're just about to wrap this up because I know that Mitch is itching and chomping at the bit. Mitch, are you ready? Are you all set up? Are you still in chat? I'm wondering if he's all set up and ready to go. Mitch is supposed to be ready to go at the top of the hour. And I was teasing him today. I said, well, if you're going to be ready to go tonight, I'll be sure and go 30 minutes over. He was like, I don't care. I'm going to start right after you.
Yeah.
Welcome, Tater.
So.
Yeah, you didn't get notified. Don't worry about it, Tater. Don't worry about it.
It was a Charlie Foxtrot from the start, so.
Yeah, it was. Pretty much. Yeah, Curtis. Let me see. Let me give you another quick shot here real quick. I'll show you the whole thing. Just just real quick, like
Lawn.
that's my desk. You can see I got 3 monitors going, and I got my sound effects, and I run the same thing. And of course, I got my coffee cup. You know, that's the most important part right there. But anyway.
Oh, yeah. Gotta have a coffee cup.
Yeah.
Coffee cup.
Coffee cup is absolutely a must. But anyway, I'm going to say good night. I'm not even going to run the countdown timer for the end of the show because I know
Right.
Mitch is ready to go. I got
Yep.
a text. Was that Mitch? Oh, it wasn't a text. It's Mitch just went live, y'all. So, hey.
Okay. Old Guy in a Drone. Everybody
Click.
go check it out.
Click the buttons and go check out Mitch. Y'all head on over that way and go see Mitch. And we will see y'all next week. Thank you for being here. I know you could be anywhere.
Yep.
You chose to be here. I appreciate it. Lloyd appreciates it. We'll see you next week.
Always.
Thank you very
Yep.
much.
Good night, everybody.